Hi, I'm glad to see you. I honestly had no idea how many decisions went into opening a cafe, from choosing recipes and ordering ingredients, paper products, and supplies. My head is spinning. Today, I need to choose a supplier for disposable coffee cups, and I'd really appreciate your help. First things first, before we can choose a supplier, we have to figure out how many coffee cups we need to order. This table shows data I've collected from a few other cafes. As you can see, the number of cups the cafe actually used is less than the number they ordered. We definitely don't want to run out of cups at a cafe. The team and I predicted we will use 2,500 coffee cups during the first month. How can we use the information in the table to figure out how many cups we need to order? I think this sounds like the perfect job for an equation. Pause the video and write an equation in y equals mx form to model this relationship. The equation y equals 1.2x models the relationship between the number of cups used, x, and the number of cups ordered, y. Remember, we're trying to figure out how many cups we need to order if we're planning to use 2,500. So what's our next step? Since 2,500 is the number of cups we're going to use, we need to substitute this value in for x and simplify to find y. That looks like y equals 1.2 times 2,500, which gives me y equals 3,000. So we need to order 3,000 cups for the first month at the Slope and Sip Cafe. Now let's figure out which of these suppliers we should use. Here's what we know. Supplier A sent us a graph representing their cost structure. Supplier B told us they charge 80 cents per cup. And Supplier C sent this table showing their prices. Since we're a new business, saving money is really important. That means we need to figure out which of these suppliers is going to cost the least amount for 3,000 cups. How can we compare the prices of these suppliers? Since you're professionals at all things dealing with proportional relationships, it's true we could choose to represent all three options as graphs or tables, but I think you'll agree that seems a little time-consuming. Equations are useful in this scenario because we can use them again and again if we want to model different outcomes. Like if I need to order a different number of cups next month and want to compare these costs again. With that in mind, pause the video and model each of these suppliers with an equation in y equals mx form. If you're feeling bold, you can go ahead and decide which supplier we should choose and why. When you're finished, come back to check your work. For supplier A, the graph shows a slope equal to 0.75, or 75 cents per cup, modeled by the equation y equals 0.75x. Supplier B can be modeled by the equation y equals 0.8x. And finally, this table from supplier C shows a rate of 0.82, or 82 cents per cup, modeled by the equation y equals 0.82x. How do we figure out which of these costs the least for 3,000 cups? Well, we can compare the slopes of the equations, or substitute 3,000 for x and see which equation results in the lowest price. If we're comparing slopes, supplier A has a slope of 0.75, which is less than both other suppliers. This means supplier A will cost the least amount when ordering 3,000 cups, or any amount of cups. If we want to know exactly how much money each of these options cost, we can evaluate each equation when x equals 3,000. Supplier A will cost $2,250, supplier B will cost $2,400, and supplier C will cost $2,460. It looks like we'll save at least $150 by ordering cups with supplier A. That's great! I can finally check order cups off of my to-do list. Would you mind taking a look at these other two examples with me? Pause the video and complete the two examples in your guided notes. Then come back to check your work. In example 1, we are ordering coffee sleeves so our customers don't burn their hands. We are choosing between two suppliers, Sleeves for You and Safe Sleeves, and we're ordering 3,000 sleeves for the first month of business. In part A, we're asked to write an equation to model each supplier. Sleeves for You is modeled by the equation y equals 0.05x, and Safe Sleeves is modeled by the equation y equals 0.04x. For part B, we have to determine which supplier will cost less for an order of 3,000 sleeves and state how much less. We can quickly compare the slopes to see that Safe Sleeves is the cheaper option since its slope of 0.04 is less than the slope of Sleeves for You. But since we need to state exactly how much less it is, we need to evaluate. I substitute 3,000 for x in each equation and simplify. Safe Sleeves will cost $120, and Sleeves for You will cost $150. So that means Safe Sleeves will cost $30 less than Sleeves for You. Every penny counts. In example 2, we're ordering cups for our Italian soda, and we have to stay within our $2,000 budget. We're choosing between Deb's Soda Supply and Pop Products. In part A, we were again asked to model each supplier with an equation. Deb's Soda Supply is modeled by y equals 1.1x, and Pop Products is modeled by y equals 1.15x. Part B asked which supplier will provide more cups for $2,000. So should I plug in 2,000 for x? No. In this problem, I'm looking for the number of cups, which is x, and I'm giving the total cost because I'm staying within a budget. So this time I'll substitute 2,000 for y and simplify. I'll divide both sides by 1.1, and that tells me I can buy 1,818 cups from Deb's Soda Supply. For Pop Products, I divide both sides by 1.15 and determine that I can buy 1,739 cups with $2,000. So, I can order 79 more cups from Deb's Soda Supply with a $2,000 budget. Finally, we need to determine how much it will cost to add 150 cups to my order from Deb's Soda Supply. How did you figure this out? Well, if I'm adding 150 cups to my order, I can simply substitute 150 in for x and multiply to find y, the total cost. 1.1 times 150 is equal to $165. Pause the video to correct any errors or record any notes before moving on. Today, you did a great job putting together all of your skills in working with proportional equations, and we made a lot of progress toward getting this cafe ready for opening day. Continue practicing these skills as you work on your online practice. And remember, math is everywhere. Keep exploring.
Hey!